So this one is one that really causes me some quite a bit of sadness, not just some sadness. Um, Over here in my part of the world, I came across a social media post on Facebook where the unfortunate incident of a lady who happened to work in one of the financial services, um, a bank, specifically, ended up taking her own life, right? And it's just really sad, that people have to get to that point where they resort to ending it all by taking their own life. Apparently, she left a note that stated that the reasons why she was doing that work were because of a lot of things: the economic hardship, um, her inability to meet her figures at her place of work, and numbers, targets, and all of that. Things just being generally hard, and her not seeing the need to go on. And it's not my place to cast judgment. Um, you don't really know what another human being is going through, and we can tell ourselves all sorts of things. We can tell ourselves to be kind to people because we don't know what people are going through, which is absolutely true. And if only people will be kinder and better to each other, we might see a reduction in some of these unfortunate incidents. But there's also another perspective that we also need to pay attention to, and that's the fact that life is simply not just fair. If you get into life and you're expecting it to treat you with kid gloves, huge mistake, huge mistake. Because it's not designed that way, right? It's designed to challenge you. It's designed to sometimes force you to grow up. And this is where maturity comes into play, because I don't know the extent of what she was going through. I can somewhat relate, but I don't know the full extent because obviously, there are always two sides to every story. And like I said, it's not my place to judge. But also, you also need when you for every story that you hear that's like that, there are also other stories of people who experience similar things and sometimes even worse things. You know, so first of all, she had a job. There are people out there who don't have jobs, but somehow they are making things work, right? There is something that is giving them that oomph, that thing that is making them still push. And I've said, I think on this channel before, on my posts on social media, that really when you don't have hope, that's usually what tends to bring about this sort of situation. I remember that another person wanted to throw himself off the bridge, and I said that when you get to a point as a human being that you lose hope, you've practically lost everything. I think this is really what happened to this particular lady. She had lost hope. She had lost hope in the fact that life could be better or that it will ever be better. She had lost hope in the belief that there will be a brighter future if she just held on. So the strength to carry on, you hear about the strength, having the strength to carry on. What is the source of strength, or the strength that you need to carry on? It's usually hope. It is when you believe or you hope for something. You're hoping in a brighter future. You're hoping in a brighter tomorrow. You're hoping that you just make it through the day, and when you wake up, something is just going to happen that would make things better for you. That is what is making you or keeping you sane. You're hoping in a God that you can't see, but that you're believing would make things happen for you. And what is the source of hope? It's also tied to a vision. When you have a vision that is strong enough, right, that no matter what you're going through, you can always close your eyes and look into what is within you and imagine, kick your imagination into play and know that there is something that is waiting for you at the end of the day, at the end of your journey, a bright destiny. It gives you hope, and hope gives you strength, the strength to carry on. So life is not going to treat you kindly, right? I read something sometime. It says that expecting life to treat you kindly is like expecting a lion, is like expecting um, an antelope not to get eaten by a lion because it's a good antelope, right? Or something like that. The lion doesn't care if you're a good antelope or not. It doesn't care that you're a good Christian antelope, for instance, or that you read your antelope Bible or whatever. It just cares about what it wants to do, and that is to eat you, right? So if you go around believing that you need to be treated in a particular way because you're a good person, quote unquote, um, you're going to get knocked for six, right? So life is not designed to treat you well because you think you're a good person or that you deserve things good. It's going to come at you. It is your ability to withstand whatever it throws at you that makes you on par or at par, right? That you can look life in the eye and say, "Look, give me all you got. I'm still going to stand here." That is when life does its heart and says, "Right, I believe you. You're the man or you're the woman." That is what gives you the strength to go on. So I know life can be difficult. Believe me. I know life can be difficult. I know it can be hard. I know that you can get hit with challenges that will make you go crazy. But you need to have the resilience that would give you the strength to go on. You need to be able to hope in something. You need to be able to have a vision that inspires a hope, that inspires you to have strength to hold on, because life is seasonal. I keep saying it, life is seasonal. Whatever is down now will ultimately go up. It cannot remain at that level. It cannot, because it will go against the principle, and life is based on principles. It might take a little longer. It might take a little while longer than other people, for instance, but it will eventually go around. Some seasons, some rainy seasons can be longer than others. Some dry seasons can be longer than others. Some winters can be longer than others. Some springs can be shorter than others. But after a spring, after a winter, there will always be a spring. After a rainy season, there will always be a dry season. It's seasonal. Seasons don't last. Seasons are not permanent. Ultimately, it would come around. You just need to hold on. You just need to have the strength to hold on. You need to have hope. You need to hope in something. You need to place your faith in something. You need to place your faith in the right thing if you're going to have the strength to hold on and to carry on.